Alright. Let's see if this works out today. Hey, you got people coming in. Sweet stuff. Let's go here so I can see myself. Jake, what's up, man? Finishing up my cookie cake before we get started. Aaron, Nadav, what's up? Let's see here, let's get this launched. Audio sound okay? Is it too loud, too low? Might need to adjust it a little bit. Oh, cool, Aaron. Thanks. I'm glad you liked it. It was super fun to make. Audio is good. All right. Last little piece of my cake. Put that up here. All right, well, without further ado, let's get started. Here I have the Artillery Sidewinder X1. It's sent to me by Banggood. And we actually have a sale going on right now, so I put a coupon code with the affiliate link for it down below if you guys want to check it out. I've heard very mixed things about this machine. I've heard very good and very bad. So I'm kind of excited to be able to get with it myself and actually try it out and see how it works out, for good or for bad, better for worse, however that goes. So let's get right into it. Yep. Big old straps. I got one this way. Man, they sure as heck. I haven't gotten a printer this big in a long time. Probably since the CR10s. And I'll be interested to see if this is kind of like the CR10. I guess well, there's a lot of new versions of the CR10s now that I just don't have. Why are the batteries already low in that? There's the new CR10 V2 and the CR10 Pro. I am going to get some new batteries here because my microphone is going to die. This one's good. Hey. But those Duracell batteries I just put in like literally 2 days ago should have been fine. So bear with me 1 second. Let me just swap these batteries out. All right, audio back and okay. Check 1, check 2. Score. Ah, damn it. Didn't get it. Ooh, man, this is a big one. What printable fan upgrade do you recommend for the CR10S? So if you check out my video on the CR10S, I use a dual 50-15 fan setup. I still do to today. It's up there on the shelf. And that works out great. You get tons of cooling for it. That machine is my PETG beast. So I would switch to the other. I guess I could switch to this other one, but the box is so doggone big. It's going to be Make sure we still have audio. Guess we do. That's still coming in. Yeah, okay. So it's got a bunch of corner brackets. Oh, why is that not on? Hang on, we're not seeing that one. DSLR. There we go. That's better. Got some cardboard corner brackets. Ooh, those are loud and huge. Holy smokes, this thing is big. Got foam, more foam. Okay, well, so you've got the gantry here. Oh, it's using the dual Z up top. That's interesting. We've got paperwork on the side. This is the spool holder, I believe. Oh, looks a little bag full of something. Oh, and power cable down in there. What else we got? Well, more foam. Ah, there we go. That's how that comes out. All right. Yeah, so getting this out is going to be a treat. Oh, jeez Louise. Ugh. Well, there was a sticker on the back, but it looks like it came off when they put it in the box. Let's see. Oh, it's the info sticker that goes here on the back. Yeah, that's not going to stay on there now. Oh well. I think that's it. So let's set this down somehow. I don't know. I'm kind of running out of space here. Oh. All right. Stay right there. And then this can get out of the way. Oh. There we go. You guys can all see that there. There we go. Let me just there, that's a little bit better. Sorry about the box here. I can't figure out how to get rid of that on this camera. So sorry about that. Alright, so we've got a pretty beefy Z here. We've got some cables taped down on the sides for the two Z motors. So we can take that off, just a bit of masking tape. Interesting, it's not crap-on tape. Crap-on tape. That's usually what they use a lot on these. Thomas, what's up, man? Long time no see. Little screen, we've got USB, micro. Ooh, I like the position. It's right here in the front. That's kind of nice. I do like that. I'm using optical end stops. The foot plate's pretty secure. It's definitely got some bumps in it, needs to work out. How are we doing underneath here? We've got is that an 80 millimeter, 60 millimeter fan, 24 volt fan in there. Here's where we warranty void. Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that on a printer before. Warranty void if seal broken. That is interesting. I have not seen that on a single 3D printer yet. Very interesting. They got their own branded steppers, I see. Huh. I have this zoomed all the way out. This thing is going to be absolutely massive. So let's see. Again, we've got the spool holder and the filament sensor is attached to it. I've heard mixed things about this spool holder. So to see if I end up actually even using it. I guess I will for the test. And in this bag, I guess we have our accessories. Oh, we're all kind of, okay, we got a little USB cable. These are the spare. Where are we at? So we got some, come on, focus on that. There we go. So we've got spare ribbon cables. I've seen that they sent these in. An actual legit wrench, not like those little like cheap punched out aluminum ones. We have a USB stick, 1 gig, artillery labeled. And sorry, this wants to focus on everything except for my hands. It wants to, let me see if I can turn that off real quick. Nope, it's not what I want. Let me see here, hang on, let me fix this. This autofocus thing is killing me here. Server AF off. I like this camera most of the time, and then a lot of the other time it just makes me angry. Then we've got some bits and bobs in here. We've got a spare nozzle, spare PTFE tubing, some wheels for something, an extra extruder arm. Oh, here they have an LED for it as well. So if you want to add that on, I think. Need these for assembly. And then we've got some more stuff in here. Justin 3D, I have no idea what I got, man. What is this thing here? Is this tape? Some black tape stuff? I don't know what that's all about. Read me first. Hazards and warnings. Age restriction should be 18. Yep, I'm over that. I'm an old man. Here's the contents. QC check. Everything's got a stamp on it. Cool. Sidewinder X1. So, Justin 3D, how would I know if I got what version I got? Because I don't know. Placement tape to hold the ribbon. Oh, interesting. Well, let's see. Well, their assembly guide is, oh, here we go. Here it is in here. I was going to say, because this assembly guide kind of sucks. There's a warranty policy. Don't need that. Slicer stuff. All right, we can put that aside. And here's their manual here. This folds out like so. Well then. Based on the trusted seller. Oh, interesting. Well, this is from Banggood, so again, I'm not sure what they're doing. So step 1, we're going to use the M4x45s to attach the carriage. So I should probably pull those out. Where did I set those down at? Oh, right there. All right. Looks like the 4. This LCD is flush mounted. I would assume it's the newest one. I mean, again, Banggood just sent this to me a few weeks ago. Obviously, it takes me a few weeks to get stuff in the mail, so that's that. All right, so we've got 4 of these. We're gonna set this up on its side, I guess like this. Oh yeah, I remember these days of the CR10. That is super interesting how they have the aluminum kind of just cut to be there. I kind of like the enclosure for everything. Well, I really do want to open it up to check it out. Come here. Hey, Techie Dad. Yeah, this is, I mean, this is back to the printers that come basically assembled, which I really do like these. Again, the CR10 came this way, CR10S came this way. All the smaller Ender 3 style printers come in a lot more parts, but these big ones, it's a nice relief when they come like super assembled, or at least a fair bit assembled. There's that. So there's not much to show on just me putting in 4 screws. Titanium heat break on mine, and it costs $18. $1 and $28 for 2 on Amazon. Works in the Prusa MK3. I have some. I think I have some TH3D titanium heat breaks somewhere. That's where I bought a couple from. And I have some all metal nozzles for the Volcano as well. So if I decide to print anything exotic, I can. So these connectors are super sweet and simple. I like how they have everything kind of taped over a little bit. Before fan is on the bottom. I have a fan on the bottom, how to do. So assembly done for the most part. I'm gonna go ahead and cut. Of course, my daughter was in here. She moved all my stuff. That girl, I tell you, she's gonna get herself hurt in here one day. Get all this tape off. Oh, I see. I guess that tape is holding that here. That's interesting. I just watched Angus's re-upload, and he was talking about an issue where these are not actually clamped, which they're not either. These are all friction fit. And I definitely can see how that would become an issue. Maybe adding some tape or something to that might end up helping out. I'm not sure, but I definitely don't like that that is just friction fit. Again, which brought up as a concern. Wonder why they changed from the latch version, which is like what laptops use, to the now friction fit version. PTV line heat break, yeah, I know that. So the coupon code down below in my video is for $3.79. So you can get it cheaper than any of those other guys. You can get it cheaper down below, which I'm very thankful that Banggood was able to hook me up with that. So up here we've got some things for the, there's still some plastic on these lead screws I can kind of see here. Super greased, so I really don't want to touch them too much because I'm going to get gunk all over me. So that's installed. So now we're going to go ahead and put this on. And this just goes on just like so, right? The tabs in. Yep. And the filament sensor goes out to the front. Oh yeah, because it's fed through the front. Man, this is super duper weird. Alright, let's see if I can get this on here. Wangster mod? No. I really don't like BL touches. I've used them in the past, and it worked well for a little while, but then it just got to be such a pain in the butt on my FT5. I just stopped using it, and then I won one recently, and I just haven't even used it at all. I am going to need some filament. I guess we can use this white filament. Some Superfilla stuff. I need to just be able to space these properly. So I am up here right now putting this on, but it's like too big for me to turn around, so, and again, it's 4 screws. Let's put the spool up here. Give it. That's crooked. Why is that crooked? These T-nuts should ensure straightness, but they don't. Oops, that's gonna fall off. Right about there. This cable, I guess we can put it through the bottom, right? Hooks on to here. Like that. Not too bad. It's easy enough, right? Yeah, it does kind of flip around in there, doesn't it? I'll definitely look into some mods, but I mean, for right now, I just want to assemble it out of the box like anybody else would get it, and then I can worry about some mods and changes after that. My thing's getting loose now. Getting crooked though. There we go. So let's peel this off. Get rid of that. Alright, so now I need to... Are they having me change out here now? Oh, there's some more tape under here. I need to... Get this up out of the way. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try and figure out how to get these connectors in. Yeah, it does have that, what's call it? It's that Anycubic Ultra Base bed plate on it, which I do really like. I like that on the Anycubic. I have it on a couple other printers too. Oh, he's watching the Hypercube build. So, that just... Let's get this bed out of the way. that down in there. This connects in here. Maybe, I got big hands. Oh, it's backwards, Shane. Okay. What we got over here now? Oh, that's... Okay, that sensor is loose, so we have to tighten that one in. We got one Z motor, two Z motors. Let's see. More tape. I mean, it's even cool how they're using the V slot and actually using V slot covers only where they need to cover the cabling. That's kind of cool to see. It's a little bit floppy, but you know, hey. Let's see. So I need to make that 75 millimeters from the bottom. So I should probably go grab my caliper, or I have calipers. I have nothing else over here. Where am I? There they are. I have calipers here somewhere. Oop. So 75. I need a little Allen wrench. Yeah, I am. I'm excited to get a new large format printer to kind of play with and see how it goes. It's been a while since I've gotten a large format printer. At least one that worked. So I have the AlphaWise U10, but that thing doesn't really work. So does it actually count? It looks about right. Can always adjust it. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, those cables are in. That cable's in. Z motors are connected. Ribbon cable is... Oh, that's why it's floppy, because this has to spin around to here. Plug in like this. Yeah, it's kind of jank, man. It's super janky. But all three ribbon cables are now connected. And we're going to make sure that all the eccentric nuts are proper. Seems easy enough to do. Yeah, X ribbon's done now. Where's their wrench? So what are these for? It comes with, I guess, extra wheels. That's very interesting. Where does this LED plug into as well? Oh wow, that's smooth. That's real smooth. Actually, a little bit of wiggle in there. A little bit of wiggle, we can fix that. Almost done. I'm just really curious where, they don't say where this LED goes, but it like plugs in here or something? Or do you have to modify? Oh no, there's already one in there. Oh, look at that stuff. That's cool. So there's a PCB up in there. Everything goes into. I'm going to tighten up these wheels a smidge, and I'll pretty much be set. That's all that took, like a 1/10 of a turn. Big beefy blower. Seems to be going close. I wonder if I might have a sock for that. I might put a sock on there real quick before I get started. I mean, the assembly is almost done. I mean, technically it is done. Here's that floating Z's that Angus was talking about. Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Yeah, so this entire baggie is nothing but spare parts. So that is truly interesting. And they are using it is a clone Titan. The reason why you can tell it's a clone on the wheel here, let's see if I can show it. It's kind of one of the telltale signs of a clone. Inside this wheel here, sorry, I'm not very good with opposite directions of this camera. Come on, focus on this. There we go. All right, you see how there's these like pie cutouts here in the wheel? That's how you can tell it's a clone. The genuine ones are ones that are near genuine, that use the same E3D mold, or it's a solid wheel. That's how you kind of can know the difference in those. So yeah, let's see. Let's get some power. I have a power cable already ready here. Yeah, they are. This is the current hot commodity right now. This is what everybody's getting. I'm just late to the game. Oh, no smoke. $110-volt bed. QC passed. Oh, I'm very sorry for that. I couldn't mute the mic fast enough. So, Brandon, if you look at the thumb wheel on the E3D Titan, the thumb wheel is solid inside. This one kind of has spokes that are like pressed into it, kind of like a pie going around it. That's how you can tell the clones from the actual. And all of the ones that I've received that I've gotten that have this type of wheel suck. The Triangle Labs is that way. The Webot is that way also. It looked like Angus replaced with his own tape. I think that looked kind of fun. But that's kind of how you can tell the differences there. So this is a very nice screen here. So tools. This screen reminds me of, there's another printer that kind of has a screen like this. Which one is it? I think it's one that I've seen. I don't think it's one that I have. Well, let's go ahead and do home. Let's just home everything. Wow, that's quiet. That's fast. Look at that go. Okay, yeah, it's definitely a little close on there. That's all right. We'll be able to fix that. Man, do you see how fast that Z went? No, the tough extruder is the same, as I can tell, is the same as the E3Ds. I have an actual E3D Titan on my FT5, and that tough one is the closest one that I've received to it. It's also the TiVo one, actually. Is this one? So the one on the TiVo Tornado is definitely a good one. The one on the Tarantula Pro, I don't know. I printed a few files with it, but I still haven't received the LCD. I'm waiting 2 months for that to even arrive. So that printer is just sitting there on the floor, not really doing anything. So let's go ahead and let's see what's their level thing. So first, yeah, so that's definitely touching there. I need a piece of paper. I had a piece of leveling paper around here somewhere, but I guess I will use this. That's righty tighty, lefty loosey. Third. Fourth. Yep. Oh, that's tight. Fifth. Real tight. So let's go around that one more time. Thank you, Paul, for appreciating the shirt. Fourth. Actually pretty decent assisted bed leveling. Better than most. I guess the touchscreen is also super duper easy because it shows pictures of where the quadrant is. So that helps out a lot. You're still tight there. Did I drop out or is that camera just frozen? It's just frozen. Why are you frozen? Yeah, I can. Why is it frozen? The world is wrong here. Okay. And we're back. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with that camera. It's being difficult. And we're at third. And fourth. And center's gonna be a little high. That's all right. So let's go back. Let's home it all again. More. Oh, you can turn the light on. Look at that. All right, let's turn the light on. Let's make it fancy. Heat. Do we not have a just like a preheat setting? Nope, not at all. Well, that's a bummer. Let's go to 10. Get the bed up to 60. Let that preheat. And yeah, I guess we'll be able to start a print here in a moment. Let's get the USB connected. Little LED on there saying it's good to go. If you change from the purchase a bit, I got you. I do it cold first, and then I heat it up, and then I do it again to see how it goes. Because doing it cold gets you near the right location, and then I'll go back and do it warm. It's just easier that way. The bed's pretty quick. We're at 52C already after about, what, 30 seconds, a minute? Does the paper nozzle have to be tight? I like to feel a little bit of the drag. Personally, I've done a video on bed leveling the FT5, which is basically the same thing. It's the same size printer, 300 by 300 by 400. And I think that's what this is, right? I have to look at my little sticker that came off the machine. Yeah, 300 by 300 by 400 is what it is. Says it can do PLA and TPU. It can do a lot more than that, I can say that. Now, I did launch Simplify 3D, right? Yeah. Let's see, is there a... let's see. That's not what I want. I wonder if there's already a profile in Simplify 3D. There's not. Unless it's under Artillery. Nope. Well, that's a bummer. I kind of thought there'd be a default profile for this, or how popular it is in Simplify 3D. Cancel that. We'll do that in a minute. Why is there a square on the screen? What do you mean a square on the screen? There's a square here. So let's go back. Let's go ahead and level. And start this again. You see, it's really close now with that. And this Ultra Base usually needs, you need to have a fair bit of drag. You need that filament really to stick on there. Give it a decent squish. Not too much, but a decent squish. And it will hold on like it's nobody's business. Now that's my experience with legit Ultra Base, not the Artillery, clone of it. This belt is super duper loose. I'm going to have to tighten that up before we get started. Why are you tripping out, camera? Why are you just like leveling? Or loose. See, someone said Shane. I'll get there in 1 second. That's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. Let me figure out how to tighten up this belt, because this is like, look how loose this is. Come on, camera, focus. Let me fix this real quick. Hang on. 1 second. Let's go manual focus then, if you're going to be such a jerk about it. There. So this X belt is super duper loose. So how do we, that's 2 nuts on the bottom of that. Let me find a proper size Allen wrench. I'm using get off here. I'm using the Cam 4 link connector for a DSLR. You get a lot better picture, but like the camera is just a pain in my butt. It really is. It's just a Canon SL2. Well, that's too small. I mean, it was a cheap pickup I got on eBay that can do the EFS. So my full frame doesn't do a good, doesn't have a clean HDMI output. So I can't really use that one for live streaming. This doesn't work out well at all. Okay. That's much better. Much better now. Nice and tight. And the Y is actually good. I saw Angus had a problem with his. My Y is actually good. So let's see what comes on this printer. So if we do, oh, there's a set. Oh, there we go. Motors off, continue. Oh, they're Wi-Fi. Oh, I forgot this thing had Wi-Fi. We'll try that later. Fan. It's not too loud. Playing down here in the menu. Half speed. Turn it off. About version 1.5. File. USB. Okay, so you can pick which one you want. Let's do print. Next one, USB. Cube.G code. Well, let's get some filament fed in here first, I guess. So we will use their handy dandy little So that's one thing. This wheel is way too tight. That is like impossible to get to. Those of you that have this. So it's the tensioner knob back in here is like, it is super tight. Way too tight. Lefty loosey. So I am very surprised. That's probably why so many people are breaking these arms. It's because it is too tight. Okay, filament flows freely. Oh, I want to check one more thing. I think I have a silicone sock for a volcano here. Oh, I do. So I know this is it's a clone hot end though. I don't know if it'll fit, but it's worth a shot. Let me where are we at? Move. The filament's primed. Figure I have this, I might as well use it. That fits pretty well. It's definitely for the legit, not the clone, but that's okay. Now let's go ahead and try a printout. Confirm cube.G code. Killed the square. Oh, choose load. Oh, I didn't even see load film was in there. Oh well. I've actually never used that in any one before. So, whatevs. This light is very purple. It's not actually white. Should probably use my handy dandy tweezers here that I have. All right, we're heating up. Let's see how this first layer goes down if I need to make any adjustments. Well, that's not annoying or anything. It's going up to 230. What in God's name is going 230 for? I guess because it's a volcano, they need to go super hot? Huh. An ADC on the bed. Holy crap. It's going down all right, I guess. Man, that is super duper quiet. That's insane. Also, the world's largest skirt. It's like 8. Oh, you guys can't even see. What the hell am I doing? Sorry, I got too intrigued with it here. Yeah, I could see it overshot by 4 degrees when it was first heating up. It's not a bad first layer. Not bad at all. Man, this thing flies. I guess you can do that with a volcano. So this is going to take, doesn't actually say how long it's going to take. Oh, now it's going to go down to 55 from 80. I don't know why in the world they're doing 80 for PLA off the first layer. And they clearly had some purple PLA loaded in here first. So that's the beginnings of the print. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to go kill a bug. Alright guys, sorry about that. That's my lot in life, is to be the bug killer. Alright, so now we're doing infill. That is cooking right along. That's not too bad at all. Does anybody know how long this test print takes? Because I'm really curious. Progressive vegans. Press F for the bug. There we go. This is just their sample cube. It has the little artillery symbol on the top of it. I've seen it from other channels, but I don't know how long it takes. I'm very satisfied with how rigid this thing is. So it's using a 2060 rail for the Y. We're using a 2060 rail for the X, 2040s for the Z. All mounted to this beast of a frame, which looks like it has something else, maybe some other extrusions in here. It's got USB and micro SD. The Ultra Base, which again I love, although it is just not good for if you have a power outage. I guess I can switch right now. If you have a power outage for longer than it takes this to cool down, your print's toast because it's just going to pop right off. Or if you have the Ender or any of the BuildTak style of build plate, it'll stay even after it cools down, because you can print on that when it's cold. You can't print on this when it's cold. It won't work. I mean, you might be able to, but it really won't stick for anything, really. Jake, no, I didn't. It's in my queue for editing. I actually have quite a few videos queued up for editing. It's just I only do 2 a week, and so it's in the queue. In the next week or 2, it'll be up. I have several that I really need to get up soon, but again, they'll get up when they get up. It's on my list of stuff to produce. They actually just sent me an email about it too, like, hey, we sent this to you back in May. You got it in June. You were traveling. Have you done it yet? I'm like, nope. So they'll just have to wait. So I'm looking at the ribbon cables here. I'm trying to address or figure it out. I don't think this Z has any problem at all. It barely moves. But the X, this one right here, this kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. It really does. Because if that doesn't, if something happens with that, I wonder if just using some, if I could just use some, what's it called, gaffer's tape, and kind of make a thing for it there. Lots of QC stickers on this thing. You can see that in several places. The optical IR sensors are nice. That's a welcome change to mechanical, which always are prone to fail. I don't have, actually, I do. All the resin printers I now have all use optical end stops, but none of my actual regular 3D printers use optical. They all use, I mean, the Prusa's use nothing, but everything else I have uses mechanical end stops. Nothing uses IR. So that's definitely different. About 20 minutes, okay. I hope it rains. It needs to rain. It's rainy season here, for Christ's sake. Yeah, so Gunnar, I did actually see that in Angus's review. I just watched it today, actually, and he was like, yeah, Artillery gives no cares whatsoever, where everyone chooses a safe speed of 40 millimeters a second. They're like, let's do 100 and just call it a day. That's probably about what it's doing here, 80 to 100, my guess. Probably close to 100. Oh yeah, they're probably using a ton. So this is, actually, where's my spare here? Let's see if I can actually try and count these. 1, 2. I didn't really want to unwind it all. It's probably 20 or 24. It's probably 24 conductors on here, so they're probably using half of that just for the hot end, and then 2 for the fan, 2 for the other fan, 4 for the motor, so it gets up to 8, and the LED takes, I mean, they also could be sharing some, like the LED is probably sharing something, or if the LED is not, that's another, that's RGB, so that's another 4 pair there. So there's 12, which leaves 12 left over for the hot end, and there's 2 for the thermistor, so 10. Yeah, somewhere around there. It's my rough math. And this is definitely pulling in well. Yeah, all 3 resin printers I have use the IR sensors. Artillery X1 sliding cable strain relief. Oh yeah, probably sharing the grounds. Looking good so far. Let me, I'm actually going to look real quick. look for that strain release before I figure it out. Miss it. Let's copy that. Pull up a Chrome browser. That would be my wife's. I don't want none of that. Go away, go away. Make it worse. Let's see what we got for this. Oh, that's a pretty good looking print right there. I like that. Basically two pieces that slide together. I like that a lot. Yeah, I'll definitely check this out. Who gave me that idea? George, thanks for that. I think it was, is it still chopping or no? Still that way. Huh. All right, let me return this off back on. Is that any better or worse or same? Nope, same. It could be just, I mean, I'm still getting 2 megs a second on Streamlabs. Oh, that's better. Turn off this side. I think I had to cut my stream and restart it last time this happened. Is it still no better? Still choppy. I'm not sure what's going on then. I do not know any difference with the versions. There's only one version you can buy on Banggood, which is the one I linked down below. I don't know why it's jittering. Sorry, guys. Brad usually takes Banggood about 20 to 30 days. Usually 30 days for me, but it's come a little bit further, so probably like 20 days to the U.S. From the China warehouse, usually about 20 to 30 days is a safe bet. Where is... I think Angus had a, here it is right here. I think he had a slicer profile in his video description. Let's see if I can find that real quick. Stop. Angus, I don't want to get demonetized for having your stuff. Oh, he didn't post it. He said, the Spruce Slicer profile for Sidewinder X1 coming shortly. Come on, Angus. I don't know if I'm in the group or not. I am in the group, so let me see if I can find a profile from there. Something to start off with. The page. Oh, on my actual Patreon page. Log in real quick. Thanks, John. I'll check that out right now. See if I can download that. Is this a decent profile? Alright, slow your bones down. Holy heck, you're shaking the whole table here. This table ain't that sturdy, man. Jeez Louise. No problems, yes. Alright, cool. I am working my way to download it right now. Download the FFF file here. Alright, let me pull up Simplify 3D. Import. Sweet, there we go. So, settings, Sidewinder X1, yep. It's going so nice and smooth. Man, it is amazing what these drivers can do, 2209s. Or these 2208s, one or the other. Either way, they're super quiet. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Range. Let me pull in my coin here. kind of want to go hella crazy on it. So that profile is only set to 40 millimeters a second. And I kind of want to just go crazy and see how this thing can print. What do we got here? Angus hasn't uploaded his profile yet. I just checked his video. Yeah, Sam, this is the same as the Anycubic Ultra Base. Yeah, I was going to use the CR10. If I couldn't find a profile, I was going to use the CR10. My CR10 profiles are pretty good. I was going to use their CR10S, I should say, as a starting point for this. Ooh, man. This model is just about done, I think. I don't know. We're at 85%. We're 23 minutes in, so maybe around 30 minutes it'll be done. Turn all the speeds to 0 and set the max speed at the bottom of speed page 500. Whoa! That's, Stefan, that's a little bit ambitious right there. That's a little much. I just set it to 100. Oh, I'm not doing it in precise. I'm doing Simplify 3D right now. Alright, well, this is almost done. We can take a look at it. I know some people have done some modifications for the part cooling fan. It's not optimal. It's pointing a little bit high on it. That's it. I've never tried that stuff before. I've never tried that at all. Wants to eat. 95%, almost there. Well, once I get the proof slicer set up, maybe I'll give that a shot. See how it goes. Is the audio still cracking, or is it okay now? No one said anything in a while. Bloop, there it is. This is 100% on here. Let's go back. And that's on there nice and tight. And I love these build plate type. Alright, well, I'm going to end the stream and then come right back, so hold on a second. So, is this any better? Test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4. Is no better. Okay. Let me restart Studio Labs then. Well, I think restarted my laptop. Son of a gun. Give me a second here. Save this out. Alright, hang tight. Be right back.